Okay guys, the big moment is here to ride the RTR 310. Let's see what it packs. Actually, we've ridden it across the track. It's an absolute screamer of a performer, but real world conditions, let's ride and enjoy this is my kind of first international riding in Thailand. That's my brother right over there, JS. So let's set things up. This is a BTO model. It's in track mode. It's in neutral. Let's see, the quick shifter is enabled. The quick shifter is enabled. Traction control off. Okay, that's Vimal sir right over there.
So you're between her and him. Please don't leave it because your photo shoot will not happen then. Okay? Between these two bikes to the hotel. Okay? All the best.
So thank you, sir.
Go, move.
So we touched 159. So you can see no hands, no wobble test. The bike is rock solid in terms of stability. Cruise control is working perfectly. Cruise control enta chakkaga panchestundi chudandi. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely perfect.
Okay guys, well, the big moment is here to review one of the most kick-ass, radical, naked street fighter motorcycles that has launched so far in the Indian motorcycle scene. I mean, the launch was huge. I think they believed in the product so much that they really wanted to go all out in celebrating what they have come up with. And we have to celebrate every milestone achieved by our Indian brands. And this one is definitely a milestone. I mean, they have literally changed the game and literally gone overboard with this one, the RTR 310. No one saw it coming. We all expected it to be kick-ass, radical, sporty, lightweight, racy. But this is something else. This is like a, an animalistic predator that is ready to, conquer its prey, annihilate it even before you can blink twice. It's so sophisticated, first thing. It is refined. It is equipped to the core. It is one of the safest motorcycles that you can ride. It is packed with, luxurious features, and it has the riding pleasure is so satisfying that you will be super proud as an Indian motorhead, celebrating an Indian brand, literally actually surpassing the expectations and actually giving some of the Japanese counterparts a run for their money. Now, let's get started. I want to keep it very precise to the point. That's the reason I started. I want to talk to you. I'll put the footage as the B-rolls in this, though that vlog of riding through Thailand will be uploaded. The entire raw footage will be uploaded once I'm back home. But for now, I wanted it to be a crisp, to the point, review. First thing, you might have seen my walk around from the launch itself, the mega launch, the launch event or the launch stage. So I tried to detail everything that you need to know, but this will be again a quick sum up of those things. So first the design. So the design, when we saw it in the teaser, it was phenomenal, it was radical, it was like something out of the box, very sinister kind of looking machine. So yes, the actual production variant does not match the actual concept variant, but it is very, very close to that. Now, you got to remember that the emission norms are getting stricter and stricter, so they just can't ignore them. We got to comply by them, and what you do to the motorcycle once you buy it is totally up to us. So we can make it a replica of the concept form, or we can play around with the custom modifications, but the actual production form has to comply strictly by the rules set by government of India, and that is the reason why the exhaust has been retained. Now, what some of the friends have to say about the exhaust design is that yes, we can comply by the emission norms, but they could have changed the design to match the rest of the silhouette of the bike, but that's how it is. So this is what we get. Rest of the design, yeah, the front is again beautifully done. It kind of reminds us of the MT10, MT09, Z1000, Street Fighter V4 and whatnot, but this one is unique by itself. It has DRLs and it has LED headlamps. It has a very cohesive styling element, and it looks so well built. Especially the Sepang Racing Blue Edition, with the race livery, looks super, quality oozing machine. And then coming to the profile, we have the massive tank shrouds and the tank extensions, tank cowls, the engine cowl, and the side panel, and the exposed trellis frame with the bolt-on aluminum subframe. Man, it's a piece of art. It's like piece of racecraft, if I can say that. That's how they described the RR310 when it was launched. Everyone's jaw hit the ground. It was one of the hottest looking machines, and this one is no less in terms of Street Fighter design. This is one of the most kick-ass designs I've seen in recent times. Then the seat layout, it's a step seat layout. The rider seat has more than adequate space for you to move around. It's well padded. It is not too soft nor too hard. But the pillion seat, I had questions about that, particularly in the comment section. So let me address that. So pillion seat for the RR310 was almost not usable, and this one is kind of okayish, but manageable for short rides. But long rides, I don't think so. It's a more enthusiast machine where you can ride it, you can tour on it, you can go blasting across the track, you can go blasting across the straights on the highways. This is a pure enthusiast delight. So a naked beast ready to be unleashed, and a naked beast which is an absolute feast. Okay, now coming back to the design at the back, again it's like the tail of an animal. The tail lamp design, like if you see in the movie called Outlander, it has a very muscular alien beast that goes around killing people, but it has a very unique tail. So this tail design kind of reminds me of that. The entire design of the bike, it's like a predator with muscular shoulders, crouched and ready to pounce on its prey. Okay, now coming back to the now done with the design, now got TFT console. The 5-inch TFT console is it's a modern marvel. It looks stunning. It feels and it reads very clearly right underneath the sun. We rode in the afternoon, and it has multiple lighting elements. I mean, it has ambient light modes, and it has readouts, it has themes that will blow your mind away. So it is right up there with the best of the best, and this is better and kind of best in class TFT console, you can call it. And then now coming to the practicality elements, and please note that I would have already run the top speed test, and please note that the top speed test goes by you trying to tuck behind the windscreen. There is no windscreen, but the headlamp as much as possible, such that you can allow the machine and you becoming, more aerodynamic efficient. And in that process, the GoPro couldn't capture the speedo console. I'm extremely sorry. This is the second time that's happening. So I'm going to work on the mount. So I'm going to extend the mount next time onwards. But this time I can tell you that the max speed achieved was 160 kilometers per hour. That footage, where I'm pointing out the max speed, I'll try to figure that out in the GoPro footage. But yeah, because it records our top speed as well. So that I had captured in the GoPro once we stopped. So the top speed achieved is 160 kilometers per hour, though it is might not be visible when I say that though this is speedo indicated, it will be around 150. That's the claimed top speed by TVS. So this can go beyond. Maybe it can go up to 164, 165, or even 170 with a lighter rider. And once the engine is does the brake in, and once first, second, and third services are done, it can brake free. So this is about the top speed and the high speed stability test. The ergonomics, it's beautifully done. It's beautifully done. Very, very comfortable for daily commutes, very, very comfortable for touring, and I'm sure it is a luxury liner on two wheels. Why? Because this is the first two-wheeler to get a ventilated seat on a motorcycle. Yeah, you can call it ventilated because this you cannot call it ventilated because this just doesn't cool the seat. It also has the heating option. So in places like Ladakh, you can turn up the heat for the seat, and it'll make you feel warmer. And with the hotter conditions, you can turn on the cooling, and it will make you feel cooler. So that is unbelievable technology, and it works flawlessly. So while doing the track rounds, I forgot to turn it on, but then the TVS official told me to turn it on and try it one more time. And when I did turn it on, man, it really makes a world of difference, and you'll love it. And then, of course, the ergos. The only thing is, if you are a track junkie, then especially a aggressive rider, and you carry sharp corners, the foot pegs are slightly rear set, but they are not completely rear set. So it can allow you to almost stand up and ride as well on potholes or off-road a little bit, dirt roads, dirt patches. But on the track, I was scraping the foot peg on almost every other corner. So that you need to be a little watchful for those who do really aggressive riding and carry sharper lead angles. The equipment, USD forks, 41 mm, gold anodized, and in the top spec model it comes with adjustment, and at the back again adjustable monoshock. So top notch equipment, 300 mm pedal disc up front, pedal disc at the back, dual channel ABS with supermoto mode. You can disengage ABS on the rear wheel, and you have traction control, you have cruise control, you have cornering ABS. Now what does cornering ABS do? So when you are taking a corner, you want to apply brakes midway through corner, the possibility of ABS kicking in is you can't maintain the right direction of travel, the line that you have chosen through the corner. It just goes straight and applies the brakes. But with cornering ABS, you can carry the line that you have chosen to go through the corner, and you can maintain the right direction of travel through the corner, even while applying brakes midway through corner. So number 2 is traction control. Now how does traction control work? It prevents excess wheel spin even while you are giving full throttle. So what if you want to give full throttle midway through corner? So that is when traction control kicks in and prevents the excess wheel spin and prevents your vehicle from washing out. So midway through corner, even if you want to give full throttle, the cornering traction control takes over and makes sure that there is no excess wheel spin, and the vehicle does not skid and fall off the track. So that is something you need to note about cornering traction control. Cornering cruise control is again more or less like this one, adaptive cruise control. So everyone needs to slow down while hitting a corner and again get back to their cruising speed. So what this does is, the onboard computer, while approaching a corner, it slows down, allows you to take the corner easily, and again brings this machine back to the set cruising speed once you are off the lean angle. So that is how the cornering cruise control works. So, first machine to have cornering cruise control, first machine to have cornering traction control, because cornering ABS was introduced by KTM in the Adventure. And you have bi-directional quick shifter, you have 6-axis IMU, measuring the pitch, roll and yaw axis, and giving you all the electronic aids possible. Bi-directional quick shifter up and down, and this is one of the smoothest. It is better than KTM, I'm saying the fact, but we don't know. The new Duke is here, so maybe they fine-tuned the quick shifter on that, but this one is very, very smooth in terms of upshift as well as downshift. And the gear ratios are well matched. You can't say they are shorter gear ratios, especially third gear pulls very, very cleanly, third and fourth, and very clean revving acceleration and seamless acceleration, seamless gear shift and slick gear shifts. Throttle response is right on the money, very, very crisp throttle response, something that you'll enjoy revving the hell out of. 4-valve engine, so talking about the engine, 313cc, single cylinder, 4-stroke, 4-valve, fuel injected motor that puts out, it's a DOHC layout as well. So it puts out 36 PS of max power and 29 Newton meters of max torque. So the torque is really, really high, and it's a rev happy machine. 6-speed gearbox, as I told you. So this is about the engine. The engine has a separate cooling jacket to keep a check on the engine temperature. It doesn't heat up too much. We rode through chock-a-block city traffic on our way back. Heat management is really good, and the heating doesn't bother you all that much. It is something that we have gotten used to in the 300cc category. So we've talked about the electronic aids. It has race-tuned dynamic stability control, under which you have the entire package. Now about the two variants on offer. You have dynamic kit and the dynamic pro kit. In the dynamic kit, you have adjustable front and rear suspension, you have tire pressure monitoring, and you have a brass coated chain. And then you have dynamic pro kit. So in the dynamic pro kit, you get the race tuned dynamic stability control suite, the entire set of electronic aids, and you also get climatic control seat. The starting price is 242,990, so it is around 2,43,000 almost, and the top spec is slightly higher. I'll try and give you the exact pricing for that one. Now talking about the dimensions, seat height is 800 mm, so it is usable even by the average height rider. Ground clearance is 180 mm, so you need not worry about scraping your bottom at all. You can also take it out on dirt stitches. And then of course tank capacity is 11 liters, so that could have been better. I think 11-liter tank is way too small. They could have at least given a 14-liter tank to increase the tank range, because it is so touring friendly. Trust me, slapping on the back rack, the saddle stays, which are all offered as accessories. You have USB charging socket as well, phone holder, you have front bubble screen, and the mirrors. The mirrors are anti-glare properties. I mean, it comes with anti-glare properties. That is an add-on accessory. So that is another kind of segment first, where you have high beam really bothering you from the back, especially at night. And this one with the anti-glare properties actually saves you from some impending danger, because some people are really not able to see. They blind, I mean the high beam kind of blinds them completely. So for them, the anti-glare mirrors, the rear view mirrors are well positioned, have very good field of view, and it is right on the money in terms of value for money and safety factor. So I guess that's pretty much it. This wraps up the entire review. There is no vibration whatsoever. Some people may say there are some vibrations around 6000 RPM, but see, that passes off as character and it is not too bothersome. So especially this is a rev happy machine, you want to keep it at the red line most of the time, and the more you rev it, the more it comes alive and the more refined it feels. And then of course this feels the most refined in the track mode. In the sport mode and other modes, I think the power has been restricted, so it feels a little out of its territory. So track mode is what this beast was made for, and you have to keep it or keep her there all the time. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This kind of wraps up my first ride impression of the TVS RTR 310, which is an absolute firecracker of a deal in my opinion, and is complete value for money proposition. So makes us feel proud that an Indian manufacturer has gone not just an extra mile but an extra 1,000 miles in trying to offer out of the box stuff, a complete package of electronic aids which we haven't seen in even liter class machines, and then packed the refinement, the performance, the ride pleasure, and the engaging riding experience that you come looking for in a street naked. It almost feels like a hyper naked. That's the kind of intensity it packs, and the moment you ride it, I'm sure you'll fall in love with it. Test ride the bike, and I can guarantee you it will put a smile on your face almost instantly, and also make you feel proud that yes, we are no less than anybody else, and that our Indian brands are going to dominate the scene in the two-wheeler segment in the days to come. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.